Greetings, fellow history enthusiasts. Welcome back to HistoriDoc, the channel that brings the past to life. In the last episode, we began our journey into the complexities of World War I, setting the stage with the intricate web of alliances, conflicts, and tensions that led up to the outbreak of this global conflict. We delved into the various factors that contributed to the war's inception, from the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand to the intricate network of alliances that ensnared nations in a conflict of unprecedented scale. Our mission here at HistoriDoc is to dissect these key moments of World War I, to peel back the layers of history and reveal the intricacies that shaped our world. Our 10-part series will guide you through the tumultuous events, the pivotal decisions, and the significant figures that played a role in this world-altering war. So, buckle up for episode 2, the domino effect. As alliances entangle nations, the conflict escalates and the dominoes start to fall. It's the summer of 1914, and the world is on the brink of an unprecedented catastrophe. Germany, a powerhouse of military might and industrial strength, is drawn into the vortex of escalating tensions. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, a seemingly isolated event, sparks a chain reaction that threatens to engulf the entire continent. With this, the first domino falls. Germany, bound by its pact with Austria-Hungary, declares war on Russia on the first day of August. The German war machine, driven by the Schlieffen Plan, aims to swiftly defeat France before turning its full attention to the vast Russian Empire. But as we'll soon see, wars seldom go as planned. The next domino topples just a few days later. Germany declares war on France on the 3rd of August. The German generals, eager to bypass the formidable French fortifications along their shared border, decide to invade neutral Belgium to get to France. This decision, however, would have far-reaching consequences. So, within a week, the stage is set for a global conflict. A complex web of alliances, treaties, and entangling commitments have made the major powers of Europe prisoners of their own foreign policies. Their fates are no longer in their own hands. Meanwhile, the world watches in anticipation and apprehension. From the bustling streets of London to the farmlands of the American Midwest, from the bazaars of Istanbul to the palaces of Tokyo, the shockwaves of these declarations of war are felt. The ripples of war spread far and wide. The dominoes have begun to fall, setting in motion a series of events that will change the course of history forever. As we delve deeper into our journey through World War I, we'll see how these decisions culminate in a global conflict of unimaginable scale and horror. Stay tuned, fellow history enthusiasts, as we continue to peel back the layers of the past and reveal the intricate tapestry of events that led to the Great War. The invasion of Belgium and Britain's entry into the war marked a turning point. The Great War, as it was known then, was no longer just a continental conflict. It was the beginning of a global war. But why Belgium? Geographically, it was a strategic gateway to France, a nation Germany was keen to subdue. When Germany violated Belgium's neutrality, they effectively set the stage for a broader conflict. Now, let's delve into Britain's role. Britain had been observing the escalating tensions from the sidelines. But the invasion of Belgium, a nation to which Britain had pledged its support, was a move they could not ignore. The British government knew it was time to act. And so, on the 4th of August, 1914, Britain declared war on Germany. This move was significant. It meant that the world's largest empire was now part of the conflict, bringing in resources, an extensive navy, and a global reach that would soon draw nations from every corner of the world into the fray. The British entry into the war also solidified the Triple Entente, comprising France, Russia, and now Britain, standing united against the Central Powers. The Western Front, a major theater of the war, saw the first significant battles in the wake of Britain's entry. The Battle of Mons, the Battle of the Marne, the Race to the Sea. These were just the initial clashes in a long and brutal war of attrition that would come to characterize the Western Front. These events, the invasion of Belgium and Britain's entry into the war, were more than mere historical footnotes. They were pivotal moments that altered the course of the war and, arguably, the trajectory of the 20th century. The stage was set, the players were in position, and the world braced itself for the unfolding drama of World War I. The scope of the conflict was expanding. And as the war grew in scale and complexity, so did its implications, reaching far beyond the battlefields of Europe. The war wasn't confined to the Western Front alone. On the other side of the European continent, the Eastern Front was witnessing a series of events that would significantly impact the course of World War I. Here, the battles weren't just about territory, they were about national pride, strategic advantage, and survival. As Germany and Austria-Hungary faced off against Russia, the Eastern Front became the stage for some of the most significant battles of the war. Two of these confrontations, the battles at Tannenberg and the Masurian Lakes, were particularly pivotal. The Battle of Tannenberg, fought in late August of 1914, was a major engagement between the Russian Second Army and the German Eighth Army. This battle saw a comprehensive German victory, thanks in no small part to their superior tactical planning and execution. The defeat was a devastating blow to Russia, leading to significant losses in manpower and morale. Just weeks after Tannenberg, the First Battle of the Masurian Lakes unfolded. This was another crucial clash between Russian and German forces. The German Eighth Army, fresh from their victory at Tannenberg, once again outmaneuvered the Russian First Army, inflicting further losses and pushing the Russian forces back. These two battles were not just victories for Germany, they were significant defeats for Russia. They shook the Russian army to its core and led to serious questions about their military leadership and strategy. The outcomes of Tannenberg and the Masurian Lakes had far-reaching effects, reshaping the dynamics on the Eastern Front. But the Eastern Front was not just about these two battles, it was a complex theater of war, marked by shifting alliances, fluctuating front lines, and a harsh, unforgiving environment. It was here that the war took on a distinctly Eastern character, influenced by the unique conditions and challenges of this part of the world. The Eastern Front had its own share of historical developments. As we delve deeper into the intricacies of World War I, we'll continue to explore how these events shaped the war and the world as we know it today. As the conflict expanded, the Ottoman Empire entered the stage. The Ottoman Empire, a vast and powerful state that had endured for more than 600 years, was about to step into the arena of this global conflict. Their entry was not without its complications, however. The empire was in the midst of internal turmoil, grappling with political instability and economic hardship. Yet, despite these challenges, the Ottomans chose to join the Central Powers, aligning themselves with Germany and Austria-Hungary. The Ottoman Empire's entry into the war was a game-changer. It brought the conflict to the Middle East, a region already simmering with tension. The empire's strategic location, straddling Europe and Asia, was a significant advantage for the Central Powers. It offered them a new front from which to launch attacks and disrupt Allied supply lines. Yet, the Ottoman Empire was not unchallenged. The Allies, recognizing the strategic importance of the region, sought to undermine the empire. They stirred up Arab nationalism, hoping to incite rebellion within the Ottoman territories. This led to the Arab Revolt, a significant campaign that further complicated the war in the Middle East. As the battles raged on, the Ottoman Empire found itself stretched thin. Its forces were engaged on multiple fronts, from the Caucasus to Gallipoli, from Sinai to Mesopotamia. Each of these fronts presented its own set of challenges, and the empire was soon embroiled in a war of attrition. In the end, the entry of the Ottoman Empire into World War I had far-reaching consequences. It reshaped the Middle East, setting the stage for many of the conflicts and tensions that we see in the region today. New dynamics and challenges emerged with the entry of the Ottoman Empire, and that concludes the domino effect. We've journeyed through the entangled alliances that escalated the conflict, witnessed the invasion of Belgium that led to Britain's entry into the war, and felt the tremors of battles fought on the Eastern Front. We've also seen the Ottoman Empire's entry, adding a new dimension to the conflict. The dominoes of history have indeed begun to fall. If this journey has ignited your curiosity, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel. Our exploration through the pages of history is far from over. Next on our agenda is Episode 3, Trench Warfare. We'll delve into the grim reality of life on the front lines and the strategies that define the battles. I'm signing off for now. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the pages of history with HistoriDoc.